Yeah, string is very important topic in Python, and in this video tutorial, okay, we'll be learning everything about strings. So I trying to cover everything about the strings, and I'm making this video tutorial very easy. So the student who is not having any programming background also, that student can also understand, because string is very important in Python. So everything about string we will see in the form of practical. Now first is to verify the type of any object in Python using the type function. Now x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2.8 and z is equal to 1j. So print type, 1 is what? It is integer, float or complex. So 1 is what? Nothing but an integer. 2.8 is what? It is nothing but float. And 1j is what? J is 1j is a complex. J is nothing but an imaginary field. Now we'll see the other program. Print here you have to decide like what are the types of integer. Can be integer, can be a whole number, integer can be of unlimited length, and integer can be of positive or negative. So here all the type x, y and z, all the three are integer. So integer can be a whole number, integer can be of unlimited length, and integer can be of positive or negative. Now we'll cover that is float. Now float, 1.10 again. A float can be of one or more decimal. You can see one or more decimal. Float can be a floating point number, and float can be a positive or negative. So here you can see all the type x, y, z is nothing but float. Then again float can be scientific with e to indicate the power of 10. So here we have put all the scientific number with the power of 10. So all the three numbers are nothing but float. You can see over here float, float and float, x, y and z. So float, float, float has been printed over here. Now we will see complex number. Now complex number are written with a j as an imaginary part, where j is there. You can understand that is a complex number. It can be a normal number, it can be with decimal, or it can be of unlimited length, or it can be like positive or negative. So all three scenario are nothing but float, complex. Now another thing we will do here. Now type conversion, you can convert from one type to another with int, float and complex method. Convert from one type to another, convert from int to float. Now this is the number is integer, from integer we are converting into float. So 1 was the number, from 1 we had converted into float. So the number 0.0 is with decimal, so decimal is nothing but float. Now convert from float to int, the number is 2.8, so integer doesn't has a decimal, so instead of the point it has been removed, so only 2 is there, so 2 is nothing but the integer. Now convert from int to complex. Now here we have to add j over here, the imaginary part, so the number has converted into complex. So now it will show what is this number. Now number 1.0 is your float type, and 2 is your integer, and 1.0j is your complex. So here it got printed which type it belongs to. Here it is, x, y and z, which type is belong to. Now we will learn the random number. This is very important. Python does not have a random function. To make a random number, Python has a built-in module called random that can be used to make a random numbers. Now here you can see the number is 9. Now how it come? Import random. The range is from 1 to 10. From 1 to 10 any random number it will print it. Now it is 9. I'll just compile it and the number will get changed. Again the 9 has come. I'll just compile it. Randomly any number will come. You can see the number 8 has come. So randomly any number it will assign. Now another program. Get the character at position 1. Remember, the first character has the position 0. Print a is equal to hello world. So I wanted to print, okay, 1. So 0 is my first position, okay, h is my 0 and e is my 1. So what it will be printed? It will be printed e, because here it is written, remember, the first character has the position 0. Now we will be learning, okay, another stuff, that is slicing. You can return a range of character by using a slice syntax. Specify the start index and the end index separated by a column to return a part of the string. Now get the character from position 2 to 5, not included. Now 2 to 5, HEL, okay, now LLO, okay, it's from the position 2 to 5. So what it will be printed? It will be printed LLO. Now in negative index, okay, it will start from backwards. Negative indexing, use the negative index to start the slice from the end of the string. So it will start from the end. Get the character from position 5 to 1, start from the count at the end to the end of the string. So from end I have to, because it is -5 and -2, so it will start, okay, from end over here, 1 2 3 4 5. So from the -5, this will be here, and 1 2. So what it will be printed? ORL, okay, ORL, okay, it will end, okay, at 2, -2, that is. Now print the length of the string. To get the length of a string, use the len function. The len function returns the length of a string. A is equal to hello world. Now print LA. So what will happen? Okay, the length of the string is 13. You can see over HELLO comma space WORLD exclamatory. So the length is nothing but 13. Now afterwards, okay, print the strip method removes any white space from the beginning or the end. Now you can see over here there is a white space over here, like before H in the double quotes. Here also there is a space, so it will remove the white space. So what it will be printed? Okay, it will printed hello world. You can see over here hello world. Now one more, the lower method returns the string in the lower case. You can see hello world over here, okay, it is in the upper case, and it will make everything in the lower case. You can see over here hello world has been printed in the lower case by using a dot lower method. The upper method returns the string in uppercase using a dot upper method. Okay, what will happen? Everything will be printed in uppercase. Now the replace method. The replace method replaces a string with another string. Now what will happen by using instead of H, it will replace by J. So hello world, instead of hello world, it will be printed over here jello world. Now another method that we are using, that is split method. Now the split method splits the string into a substring if it finds instances of the separator. Now here hello world. Now what will happen? Okay, over here hello is separate entity. Now world will become a separate entity because the world has been splitted. Now how hello has been separately written over here, because of the split, okay, world also will be separate entity. Okay, that is to the separator, that is called a separator, and that has been used, okay, through a dot split method. So in this way it will be printed. Okay, in A hello will be printed, and in B, okay, the world will be printed, that got, okay, separator through split method. Now checking the string. Now to check if a certain phrase or a character is present in a string, we can use the key in or not in. So two keywords we will be using: in keywords or not in. Check if the phrase AIN is present in the following text or not. The rain in Spain, AIN is there in rain, and in Spain also AIN is there. Stays mainly in the plane, AIN is there. So to check, okay, AIN is there in the text or not. Yeah, AIN is there. So if it is there, it will print what? True. This was, okay, in method. You can see over here in over here. Now we'll use, okay, another method, that is not in. Now here check if the phrase AIN is not present in the following text. Now since it is present, okay, so it will print, okay, false over here because it is not in method. Now we'll do another program. Now this is string concatenation. Now to concatenate okay or combine two strings, you can use the plus operator. Merge variable with a variable b into variable c. Now hello world, c plus a plus b will store in c, so what it will be print? C. So hello world will be printed over here by using plus okay, that is concatenation method. So in print c okay, hello world will be printed. Now to add a space between them, add okay, in between two double quotes, space will be added over here. So in A hello is there and B world is there. Now you can see okay, in two double quotes space is there. Because of the space okay, here hello world okay will have a space over here. In earlier there was no space okay. Here if I want okay, I can give the space okay through space method over here. Now after this okay, string format we will learn okay. As we learn in Python variable chapter, we cannot combine string and number like this. We cannot like this okay, how we had used okay plus concatenation, but string and okay integer we cannot combine, and numbers, that is age is, see I have just written a program. This program I have okay commented. If you run this program will give you an error. Age is 36, text my name is John and I am plus age. So here age 36 will not be printed, print text, it will give you an error. But if we combine string and number by using the format method, the format method takes the pass argument, format them and place them in the string where the placeholders are. Now you can see okay, age is 35, my name is Abbas and I am 35. Now how the 35 will come okay, through this format. In age okay, what is stored? 35, and what okay, in the curly braces will store 35. So what it will be printed? My name is Abbas and I am 35. So this has happened okay through what? Format. Because of the format okay, we had combined okay string and numbers both. Otherwise if format is not there, if you try to okay connect, it will throw you an error. Now the format method takes unlimited number of arguments. It will, along with okay age, you can put okay many things also. Now here we had okay created one program. In that okay, it will show the format method takes unlimited number of argument and are placed into the respective placeholder. Now your quantity has been 3, item number is 567 and price is 49.95. I want dash, that is 3 pieces, 3 will come, and the item number will be 567 for $49.95. So this will be printed over here. Now how it will be printed okay, by using okay, by calling what? My order. In that I am running okay format method, and quantity and item number and price okay, already the variables were stored 3, 5, 67, 49.95. In this way okay, this got printed over here. Now there is one more program over here. You can use the index number 0 to be sure the argument are placed in the corrective placeholder. Now quantity 3 is my 0 index number, item number 567 is my 1, and 49.95 is my 2. So I want to pay okay 2 in that 2 what is stored? 49.95, because here is 0, this is 1 and this is 2. For 0 and 0 is what? 3 pieces, and 1, item 1, and item is nothing but 567. So I wanted to pay $495.95. That is my 2 index number, and 3 that is my 0 index number, and 567 okay is my 1 index number. And I had called here my order, and I'm using format method, and quantity, item number and price okay in that value store. Now we'll use okay escape character. To insert a character that are illegal in a string, use an escape character. An escape character is a backslash followed by the character you want to insert. An example of an illegal character is a double quote inside a string that is surrounded by double quotes. Now here I had written a program hash text via so-called winkings from the north. Now what happens? Here double quote is there and here double quote is there. Now inside we are putting one more double quote. What will happen? It will throw an error. You will get an error if you are using double quote inside a string that is surrounded by a double quotes. Already it has been surrounded by double quotes, and you are putting, here you can see before V and after not double quotes is there, and inside you are putting a double quotes, you will get an error. To fix the problem, use the escape character. The escape character allows you to use double quotes when you normally will not be allowed. Now the same program okay, if you want to print okay without an error, you can use okay backslash. We are so called winkings from the north. Now you can see okay double quotes, it is surrounded by double quotes, inside there is also double quotes, but by using backslash okay you can print it. Now you can see it has been printed over here. We are so called winkings from the north. Now text, it's all right. Now here also it is surrounded by single quotes. Now if I wanted to put it's okay, that is apostrophe s, so this is also possible okay through backslash. Now it's all right. Now this will insert okay one backslash. Now let's say I wanted to insert one backslash okay, so it will throw me error, so you have to put okay two backslash, one for the backslash method and one I already want to put a backslash. Now here print hello world. Now and if I want okay in the next line, so I'm using slash n escape character, so the world will be printed okay in the next line. Hello slash t okay, it will use a tab okay, it will give okay space okay tab space, and here between hello and world tab space will be there. Now this example okay erase one character, this is slash v is your backspace, so one backspace it will go, so hello space world, so one space will be removed by the backslash, so hello world will be merged. Now convert the first character to uppercase and uppercase the first letter in this sentence. Python string capitalize method. Now what will happen okay, it will capitalize the first letter into uppercase. Now hello and welcome to my world. Now hello h will be capitalized okay, the converts the first character into uppercase, so hello h will become uppercase and rest everything will be as it is, so it capitalized using the capitalize method. Now same okay converts the string into lowercase, so what will happen, everything will become lower case, makes the string okay to lowercase. Python string use caseful method. By using caseful method okay, it what will happen, everything will become lowercase. Now you return a center string, print the word banana taking up the space of 20 characters with banana in the middle. Python string center method. Now using okay this center method over here, so banana will come in the center by using 20 character ka space. So you can see over here 20 character ka space it took and printed over here. Now I'll see the another program. Returns the number of times a specific value occurs in a string. Return the number of times the value apple appears in the string. Python string counts method. Now how many times apple are there? Here apple is there and here apple is there. So count how many times apple you had seen over here through the count method. 2 times apple is there. So you can count okay how many times the apple is there by using count method. So 2 times apple is there. So in the output 2 is been printed. Then see the tab size of the string. See the tab size to 2 white spaces. Python string expands the tab method. Now using okay 2 white space okay hello, you can see over here this has been used okay by using expand tabs. Now how many times you want to expand, how many spaces you want to give, you can specify over here. So according to that okay your output will be printed. By using expand tab method you have to specify how many spaces you have to give. Now after this okay we will be doing search. Search the index for a specified value and returns the position of where it was found, wherein the text in the word welcome. Python string okay finds the method hello world, hello welcome to my world, text dot find welcome. Now you have to see okay where is the welcome okay, welcome is my 7th character over here, so you can count okay, you will find okay welcome will be your 7th character. Now same way okay searches okay, in here the other method is there, that is index. The index also does the same thing okay, it will find okay where is my welcome, it is on my 7th character. The same way okay here 7th has been printed, here also 7th output will be printed. Now returns true if all the character in the string are alphanumerical. Check if all the character in the text are alphanumerical. So if all the are alpha with numerical, it will print true. So here it contains alpha also as well as numerical. By using slnum method okay, so it will give me the output that is true. Return true if all the character in the string are in the alphabets. Check if all the character in the text are letters. Python string using is alpha. Now here all the characters are okay alpha. Okay, so what it will print, okay, it will give me true. So because all the characters are alpha, so here it is true. Now return true if all the character in the strings are digit. Yeah, everything is okay in digit, so it will print me what? It will give me again here the result will be true because everything is here digit. Now again return true if all the character in the string are in lowercase. Check if all the characters in the text are in lowercase. Python string using is lower method. Through is lower method, if everything is in the lowercase, it will give me the answer that is true. Yep, returns true, okay, if all the character in the strings are numeric. Yeah, all the characters are numeric. Check if all the character in the text are numeric by using is numeric method. I am using is numeric method. I am checking, okay, all the okay characters are numeric over here, so it will print me true. So here true is there. Return true if the string follows the rule of a title. Check if each of the words starts with a uppercase letter. Now each of the word here, hello is uppercase, and is uppercase, welcome is uppercase, to is uppercase, my is uppercase, and world is uppercase. If everything is there, okay, so it will give me a true, okay, output by using is title method. Return true if all the character in the string are uppercase. Everything is in uppercase, okay, using upper method, it will give me the answer what? True. Check if all the character in the text are in uppercase. Python string using which method is upper method. Now here after all the true, yeah, joins the element of an iterable to the end of the string. Join all the items in a tuple into a string using a hash character as a separator. Join Python string uses join method. Now by using join method, okay, it will join, okay, John, Peter and Vicky by okay putting in between, okay, hash. By using the hash element, okay, it will get join hash Peter Vicky, join using my tuple method, and it will join, okay, by putting in between hash. Now return a left justified version of the string. Return 20 character long left justified version of the word banana. Python string using what? Ljust method. Now text is banana. It will happen over here? Dash is like banana is my favorite fruit. Now banana will be printed. Now in between banana, after banana, 20 white space will be there, and then is my favorite fruit will be printed. You can see over here banana, and afterward using Ljust method, 20 white space has been there, and after that, okay, is my fruit has been printed. Now another thing that we'll be learning, okay, returns a tuple where the string is parted into 3 parts. Search for the word banana. It will search the word banana and return a tuple with 3 elements. First everything before the match, then the match, everything after the match. I will eat. Now after I will eat, what is there? Bananas is there. It will separate bananas because it has search. Now all day also will get separated because bananas is in between I could eat and all day. So it will search, it will create a partition, and after the partition you will get to know where is the bananas by using a partition method. Now afterwards, okay, return a string where specified values is replaced with a specified value. Now we will replace the complete value. In earlier, okay, in replacement we had replace a character, replace the word bananas, replace string, replace method. Now what will happen? I like bananas, it will get replaced by apples. So instead of I like bananas, I like apples will be printed by using replace method. Earlier we had replaced the character, now you are replacing the complete word. Now again we will do, okay, the same thing, okay, here the find method and index method, it is almost the same. Searches the index string, searches the string for a specified value and returns the last position where it was found, where in the text in the last occurrence of the string casa, Python string rfind finds the method. It will find, okay, casa, but it will find the last one. So text.rfind casa print x, so it will find the last, okay, position. So last position casa starts, okay, with the 12 number. You can count 1 2 3 4, so the casa will be on the 12th position. Same way the index method is there. You can find the casa, it will be there in the 12th position, but it will start, okay, from the last position. search the string for a specified value and returns the last position. So it will return the last one casa, not the this one. Okay, and where it is on the 12th position. So in this way, okay, you can use okay r.index method. I hope you had understood okay this topic variables. I tried to cover everything and I made okay the lecture very easy so everyone can understand. Thank you.